And this is one of those projects that you need to know how much cord you need before you start. It's not like the slats weave where you can just have a whole bunch of cord and just weave it all the way through there from one direction. So what we're going to do now is we're going to begin a basket weave. And I've put a fid on the end. It helps significantly. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a 2 over and 2 under. You can do a 3, you can do 1, just whatever is your fancy there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go under and then over. So we're going to go under, over, under, over, over. So it's going to be under, over, all the way down. And let's see if we can get this here. It's hard to do with holding it in front of you. Normally I just do it right next to me here. But you can see where fid comes in handy for this. If you're out in the woods, you could do it with a stick, just separating the cord. So if you think you're ready, you don't have it too tight here, we can pull one of these out, which will help with our weaving, but you have to be careful because now all the cord is loose on the bottle, and if you're not careful you'll end up with a handful of a mess. And the first couple are pretty tough because everything's so loose and just getting started. So we'll just push this down. There we go. Okay. So that's our first one through. And we're going to pull it through. And again, we're going to watch our twist. And we got to try to keep our cord from being tangled up. All right. Okay, and what we have is this. And then now we get back to our fid side. And again, we are working with a lot of cord. Okay, so when we start back up the other direction, we're going to go over and then under where we were over before. Can you see that? Okay, and then watch your twist. And what we end up with is a loop on the bottom. And then we're going to go the same thing over here, is we're going to go under on the top side here and go over it like that. So then we get our fid side again. And again, we're just roughing it in right now. We're going to go over, or sorry, we're going to go under and then over, and just every other one. There we go. And again, if you have the big factory fids, sometimes those don't work too well for this particular project because they're just too fat. And as we get tighter and tighter on here, we need a smaller and smaller fid. And again, it really depends on what your project is, on if you have the right tool or not. And only you can make that decision. We can give you ideas and suggestions, but how you do things will be different than the way that we do things. So what I'm going to do, I think, is go ahead and get a few more of these wraps in, and then I'll show you how to attach the D-ring so that it's secure.